You. What's up? How you doing, guys? We have, yeah, it's real life. We have David and Mr. Danilo here in the house to take your questions. So, what's up, guys?
What's up, people? Good to see you, even if I don't see you. But welcome back again.
Hey, you guys. Just a second. I'm working on the back end here. There you go. Now it's better. How you guys doing? Getting ready for Miami. Danilo and I, we've been talking a lot. Getting ready for the conference. It's going to be super fun, finally. We're going to go and have some fun out here in Miami and also teach you guys how to sell in Amazon. So getting ready for that.
I hope the weather will be good, brother.
Well, it has been raining for the last 2 days, so hopefully it's not raining when you come.
I'm waiting for me to come to get the sun, man. You know what I mean? Like sunshine and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Had some in the swimming pool after the webinar, some party and something.
Yeah, maybe. What happened? Let's see what happened.
You never? All right. You just get a gift card. You better know how to use it.
Oh,
yeah, go all in. So, guys, what's up? Let's welcome some people here who have been waiting for us for a long time. We have Osman, Brittany Short. We have Amanda in the house. What's up, Amanda? Mary Hood. I think I said it. Brittany again. We have Yvonne Kaczewski. I think I ruined this name. Susan Kelchener. And Danda Wu. Hi, everybody. Thanks a lot for tuning in for us. So let's get any highlights before we take any questions, guys?
I think you got a new Italian member. Its name is Raffaele Catania. I don't know if he speaks Italian, but man, let me know. I would be really honored to speak Italian with you finally. I've been speaking too much English lately. So
Seth and the core group have been talking a lot about we have this idea of creating different Facebook pages for different languages, and it's gonna be super cool. So we still, it's just an idea. For now, we're gonna do it in Spanish. Like tomorrow that Facebook group should be ready. But I think it's gonna be really cool. Got a group for Italians, group for French, Canadians, whatever it is. I think it's gonna be great.
Canadian, we speak English. What's wrong with you, Canadians? Another group? No, I'm just joking.
You guys got two languages.
French. Yeah, we got two languages, French and English. But you know what? I'm actually, I don't know I don't know, guys, about you. I've been here for a long time, and my Arabic is really bad. So when I go back to Kuwait or whatever, I speak like really broken Arabic. So I hope they don't create any Arabic Facebook because I'll be hilarious. It's really crazy. So you guys, how's your language? Still keeping up with everything?
But I've been struggling. Well, it's getting better now that I'm making videos. But at the beginning, man, I was a struggle. I tried to say the words in Spanish and they come up in English. And now you feel like in the middle. So you're struggling in English and you're struggling in Spanish.
You don't even know where you're from.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's take it. And we have first question from Brittany. Says, I'm about to launch product in the group. I was selling before joining GOD. Should I got my listing to one photo and one bullet now? My launch will be in January 19th. Right now, the listing is optimized.
I would say don't do that anymore because it's not gonna longer be. It's no longer going to be effective. That's a hack that only works for brand new listings. So if you were already selling and your listing is optimized, it's not gonna work. So don't do it.
No. Don't mess with it.
Yeah.
John Kim says, what's your favorite way to distribute coupon codes for product launch?
Coupon code for product launch. It depends on what product launch. We do not do promo codes on our Facebook group. Is that why it does? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting wrong the question.
I think that's exactly what I said. They're just talking about coupons. I don't think we do that here, but if they were using, for example, JumpSend or Snackshot and any other platform, you need to create some coupon codes to give it to them so they can put it in the system. But for our launch group, we do not use coupons.
When you create the coupon codes on Amazon Seller Central, they give you a text file. So all these tools, Viral Launch, JumpSend, and Snapshot, you just upload the document and they take all the codes. So that's basically how you do it.
Yeah.
One way that I also like is to, for example, add in the insert card in your packaging. You say, for example, 25% discount on next order from our company, and they use the coupon code. There will be, of course, one coupon code for everybody. It will be the same. and they can go there and buy the next product. So you can actually, cross sell other products of your brand, and give them a discount to give them a reason why they should be coming back. That's actually a very effective way.
Yeah, promo codes are a little bit dangerous, so be careful when creating them. So make sure to take all the right steps. One unit. I don't remember how the Amazon called that. 1 unit per every transaction, I believe, is how they call them.
Yeah, single code and one redemption per client or per customer.
So you don't want just a guy going with the promo code and buy you out. So
yep, and just make sure that you put your max order quantity in the back end when you do coupons to 1. We have seen a lot of people actually just basically becoming like sharks. They go to the website deals and they try to see if someone did something wrong, and they buy out all your inventory. This rarely happens, but hey, just be on the lookout.
So I just want to add that you do that when you're launching a promotion at a specific time, but if you do something as Danilo is mentioning, I mean, I would recommend you to leave your inventory in just one. Just give it room, at least 2, 3, 4 rooms. Sometimes you get people that want to buy 2, 3, 4 products. Yes. So just keep.
I'm talking about jump start and snack shout, but if you're doing it for customers after the launch, which is you're doing it only for ranking, then you can up it to 4 or 5, depends on how many you actually need. Up to 10, I think this will be fine. So Aaron Gonzo says, when are we editing our listing and setting up the launch price sale? In the max order quantity section, we are supposed to put 1. When are we editing our listing and setting up the launch price? Let's see. I really don't understand the question. Guys, do you understand it?
When we are editing I think it was, when are we editing our listing? I think that was the question. In the max order quantity section, we are supposed to put 1. I think it's missing 2 question marks. That's why we got a little bit off. But you edit your listing. I mean, if you launch in the group, you edit your listing, you optimize your listing after you do the launch price. If you want to take advantage of the launch hack, and you do put 1 unit per customer in your backend listing. I usually have 5, but it's really up to you. So you want to do that to protect yourself and protect your inventory from people buying out your inventory in one purchase. But it depends. If you want to use the hack, the listing hack, you can update the listing after the launch in the group. If you don't want to use that, just update it as soon as possible. So you will start ranking for keywords and the title and everything.
By the way, guys, for the second week in a row, for those that are having thrown buy box, I tried this with a Diamond member that also lost the buy box. We did exactly what we have been telling you for the last month. Raise the price for the FBA listing. Raise the price for the FBA listing as well, at least $10 over the desired price, and get between 5 to 10 sales. We did it. We wait a week, and today he got the buy box to the desired price. So it works. I had tried twice already, and it's working.
No, it's for sure it works, man. I mean, we have tried it, all of us. I think people are just struggling finding some people to buy it, but you should do it. I'm telling you, we did it with my Diamond member, and she did it with one try, one purchase, and she was able to get it. So
like 1 sale for a gold member, he got buy box back, and it was very. I was very impressed. Like you 1 sale, higher price, boom, you get a buy box back. Like it's really the balance of sales, previous sales, and that sell at a higher price. Sometimes you need more than 1, depending on how many sales at $199 you got. But yeah, that's I'm happy. We got the hang of that, because it was nothing to worry about, but it's good when you have control over things. You know exactly what to do in case something happens. You fix it at the right time, so it's beautiful.
You know what? I am actually also a Brittany. She's will be launching on January 19th. Let's see when she lowers her price to $198 and launch the product. She already has a price history of regular price purchases. So now she runs the $198. When she gets back, I'm almost like I'm certain 90% she's still gonna maintain her buy box. Because she already adjusted Amazon, telling her, hey, listen, the lowest price that this product has been, let's say $1.98, and the highest, let's say $40. And Amazon knows that it's within the range if they change the prices. Let us know, Brittany.
I agree. Honestly, if I were you, Brittany, I would do a flash sale. Like, don't keep that price for like 2, 3, 4 days as some new members do. I mean, they had nothing to lose. I mean, they got no ranking, so that's fine for it. But in your case, I would do a fast flash promotion, get your sales, and then go back to the price.
Cool. Aaron says also, does that also prohibit or block some buyers to make several one product transaction all with different order ID numbers? No, they can do it even if you put a max order quantity by actually going multiple times and buying it. So that's why, yeah, they can use different computers and stuff too. So what do you think, guys, about that actually? Because there's a lot of people do max order quantity in the back end, but they still people can buy multiple units, which is they can for sure.
So you
yeah, they like different computers with MAC addresses and different IP addresses, and there's always a way around. But the number of people that know how to do this type of things, it's very little. Of course, if somebody with bad intentions and they know how to go around the system, they can hurt you, if they want. But I mean, yeah.
So when you use all these kind of services, especially, I mean, first of all, let me tell you this, lately that I know at least 2 persons in the group has been buying inventory from the promotions, like 10, 15 units, and then they have been going under. One of my diamond members, this happened to him. Someone buy 10 units, and then he went under the leasing. I think that's not cool, guys. I know this is the minority, but just this is something that we shouldn't be doing. So just buy 1 unit, just enough to help this person, enough to get your product and test it and enjoy it, and then move on. So when you use this kind of services like buyer launch, in my case, let me tell you, I got the guy that went under me with 8 units. So this guy, I'm 100% sure he got those units from buyer launch, no doubt about it. So that's a risk that you're gonna take when you do these kind of services.
I mean, it's not going to be a permanent hijacker, guys. As you know, if he has 1 or 2, it's going to happen. A lot of times people buy them from Snackshot, Jump Sand, or whatever it is. They want to make money off it. It's a business model also. Buy from deals, website deals, and sell them back again. As a manufacturer, as a seller, I don't think you should worry about him. Just let him sell out and you're good to go. And then you keep him out. But if he has hundreds, yes, I think then you can escalate it. But you're right, it's not cool at all, guys. If you buy multiple units, you're just here. The purpose of it just to get review, not to benefit and get some products. All right. So we have Dan Dawu says, when doing RA, is there a way to find out there's a lot of stock of the product already in Amazon? Yes, especially Amazon, they don't actually max order their quantity in the backend. So I would just add the product, add to cart, and set the unit instead of 1, put 999, and then you will see if they have. They'll tell you, hey, sorry, we don't have 99, we have 700 units. Then they have 700 units. Actually, this doesn't matter a lot in RA. It's more about the price point that you get. If you get a good price and you're actually below Amazon. Now I know Amazon becoming a little bit strict. I mean, they hug the buy box longer, but if you're enough by 5% or 3 to 5% below the price, usually be able to get the chance to rotate the buy box, and you will have the chance to sell yours. So it's all about the deal. Now, Brittany says, so just leave it as is during the launch in the group. Yes, just as is. Just make sure that you set a time to be able to launch and let people aware as soon as you change the price. So, all right. Yvonne says, use 5 keywords for each product, which gives me different numbers under demand and ease of entry depending on a given keyword. Should I do an average? I mean, this is, guys, for Amazal. So basically, we're talking about. So when you put the keywords, I'm not sure how you did it, but I would do it in one listing and add the keywords on the same listing. I'm sorry, not the listing. I mean, whatever product that you have, just add the keywords on the same one. I wouldn't do, because I've seen that people use the same product, but use each listing or each product, they use different keywords to get the average. But if you do it in Amazon, it's going to do the average for you, and it's going to show you the most top competitors who uses this 5 related keywords, and will be able to find you the sellers who are using them, or the most organic position. So for me, I will use the top ones, but make sure you use the top organic, the top
high
volume search keyword, that short tail. It's more short tail. So you start with 2 words, 3 words, exhaust all the 3 words options, then use the four keywords. So less you give them, more you're going to get about the demand itself and the market. Kersh says, do you know of any tool we can use to download the Amazon reviews? Maybe this guy is hearing something, because I have heard there's a software coming up, actually. We'll be able to read all the Amazon reviews for you. Just go to the listing. He gets you all the Amazon reviews, and it will get you the bad ones and the good ones. I don't know about that, but I know there's one person is coming up with it. It's not us, not yet. But yeah, it's not in the market yet. Something called River Cleaner, and they bought or acquired another company that actually does that. So yes, I don't know about one. I know this is one for reviews, and there's another one for counting reviews, fake reviews. That's you can do in a Chrome extension. You should be able to find a fake reviews on Amazon Chrome extension. You should find it. Okay. Hey coaches, I have a bunch of product that do not have a good BSR on Amazon, and it's not my brand. It's name brand stuff. What do you think, guys?
Just no private label products.
I think there's the second part of the question of.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Hi, coaches. I have a bunch of products that do not have a good BSR on Amazon, and it's not my brand. It's a name brand stuff. I take similar things and bundle them together, like, for example, surge protection outlet with USB and night with USB together. Can I launch these products?
From different brands?
Yes. He said another brand stuff, so I think generic, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would say as long as there's a market for these products, I mean, you're creating bundles, so make sure these bundles make sense together, and they will actually be helpful for people to buy them together. Usually when you bundle like too many main products together, you end up, being kind of a hybrid listing. So you really need to be careful with that. But in this case, I can see a surge protection, USB, and night light with USB together. I mean, make sure, all these things make sense together and people would buy them together. Don't just, bundle things because you have to do it. But come up with something that makes sense that would help people, to solve any type of issue. Let me see. You guys see me frozen, right? And now I'm good again. Yes. So yeah, I mean, just be careful with the type of bundles that you do. Make sure there's a market for that you can actually make sales.
Absolutely. Another tip, guys, just go to frequently bought together. You should make sense of it. So go to the top, I don't know, 10 organic sales, or the people with the most sales with the most reviews. Click on their ASIN and see what people are bought with this specific product. And if they match most often, that means it's a good bundle. If you don't see it frequently bought together, underneath it, you will see people who bought this also bought that. So see if it's one of the options there. It's really going to be helpful, guys. Steve says, I'm going to launch soon. I have one product with 3 variations, 3 colors. I only have 50 units total. Should I order more inventory right away?
I mean, I would say, really, of course, depends on the market. But 50 units, it seems to me a super low quantity, without depending on the market. Like it's a very low quantity. So I would say yes. I mean, definitely at least order like 200 more units at least, because they will need some time to get produced and then to be shipped. So in case you run out of stock, you don't really want to be out of stock. But yeah, I would say definitely go ahead and get more units.
The question here is the product worth it? I mean, do you differentiate your product? I mean, or is this just a product that you order from China just to test? In that case, in those cases, you need to think twice before spending more money. You don't want to go and spend thousands of dollars on a product that you haven't done anything for. So,
hope that answered your question, Steve. Manukor says, hi, what are the shipping marks? My supplier asked me to send them to her.
Chicken what?
The shipping marks. I have no idea what's the shipping marks. I know there's Amazon ID that they can ask you, or shipping labels, um, and FS&Q labels, but I'm not really sure. Just please elaborate a little bit more, Manu, and tell us what kind of shipping you're doing. Is it sea shipping, or is it air shipping? And elaborate a little bit more. Rafael Quintana says, I have 100 units. Okay, that's good. Martin Cormier says, what's a Chinese freight forwarder or a good place to find some? Thanks.
I would say the best place is always Google. You can find so many new companies just by Googling that very Chinese freight forwarder, the very combination of keywords. We do also can help you with the just one dime sourcing service, so we can help you with that if you need to. But definitely, I would say you can find so many companies on Google. That's at least the way I do it. Anytime I need some service from China, I Google that first, or if we have it with just one dime, I go with just one dime. So that's what I would do.
Yeah, Google it is. I don't know what's the purpose of it, Martin. If you want to get a Chinese freight forwarder, I think you should let the supplier do it. But if you didn't find some, just go ahead and hire Chinese freight forwarder that speaks English and knows a lot about the States, and make sure that it's going to be delivered to your house, not got stuck at the customs.
Yes. Last week I got 500 units. I decided just to send these 500 units directly to my house for the first time in a long time. Oh my goodness. I totally forget what I meant. Yeah, I did. Man, yeah, because now I have space at home, but my goodness, man, I just forget. I was telling my wife, this is the last time. I swear to God, never again I'm gonna do this again. My goodness, what a mess, brother. What a mess.
I've been through that.
Yeah.
I only did that once. The first product that I launched, I did that one, and I enjoyed the process. I remember myself enjoying oh my God, you get so excited. Oh, my units are here. But now I just want to, my goodness. That's crazy. Everything directly to Amazon, for sure.
I always send them directly to Amazon. I never get them shipped to myself because I'm Canada. But I did actually very dummy move in the beginning. I did inspection company. I hired a inspection company, checked everything, and instead of shipping it directly to Amazon, I shipped it to another UPS store to go and check them myself, which is so stupid move. When I get there, it's like, why did I do that? I was so amateur. So you can see what kind of level of sophistication I had before. But yeah, so don't do that. Ship them straight up. Brittany says, can you only do flash sale if it's 3 or more reviews? I only have 2 reviews on one of the listing and none on the other. Sorry for all the questions. LOL. No problem. So same thing with the Brittany, that she's launching with a complete listing. She's asking, can you only do a flash sale if it's 3 or more reviews? I only have 2 reviews on the one of the link and none on the other.
I mean, this is just an assumption, because I know you're listing. I remember you because I interviewed you. I know you have been getting sales because you have been sharing this on Amazon, on the Facebook group. So for that reason, that's why I suggest a flash sale. Don't let that promotion going on for so long. I believe if you advertise yourself on Facebook, hey, this is what's gonna happen. Your product is good. People are gonna be there to buy the product. So just do it for a few hours, maybe a day maximum, and then that's it. That's what I would do if I were you.
Melam says, it's supposed to include everything, including UPS from LA to Amazon. The company has a warehouse in LA. There are a red flag about this. I'm shipping 21 carton, 45 by 45, each weighs 4. Man, I'm not sure what I mean. Was that? No, I'm just not sure. I don't know if I missed the question before, but it says I'm supposed to include everything, including UPS from LA to Amazon. The company has a warehouse in LA. Is there a red flag about this? No, actually, there's a lot of freight forwarder. Look at the freight forwarder this way. There are these people who actually, instead of you going and hiring multiple companies to take the task from, let's say, from the supplier to the customs, that's one person. From the customs to the ship, from the ship to American Custom, from American Custom to warehouse, from warehouse to Amazon. These all multiple people. Freight forward, they just put all these people together, they organize them, they coordinate them to make sure that it gets there. So if it does from LA to Amazon, yes, that happens. So I don't know, guys, if you'd like to add something on this.
I'm the same page that you said. I prefer using my supplier for inspection. We have engaged in China. You should want to just label the product and take a quick look to the products. You will pay 25-35 cents per unit extra. Just take a quick look, and then boom, he will send the product to the Amazon warehouse. But to be honest, I have no business using a freight forward. This is just me.
Jonathan says, I found an item that's selling in another niche, but it matches the niche I'm trying to sell in. Would it be a good idea to remarket the item to be sold in my niche to get the buy box in my niche? I think he's talking about categories. I don't think a niche, because a niche is a niche. A product is going to be in a niche unless it's multi-purpose product. So he says in category, can he sell it in another category that also can be sold? What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused as well. I do believe he's talking about categories, as you said. So we found an item that is selling in another niche, but it matches the niche I'm trying to sell in. Would it be a good idea to remarket the item to be sold in my niche? I mean, we would need to look at the product, but I would say if it makes sense, it's the same. It's a similar niche. Maybe you could really need more information. Like it's hard to give an answer. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know the product. I don't know the two niches. I don't want to tell you yes, do it, or not, don't do it. It was really, I have very few information to tell you yes or no, honestly.
Yeah. That's what we said, categories. I don't think we can be able to fix it with niche. I mean, it's very hard. Yes, especially there's a buy box. I don't know what the buy box has to do with the niche. You know what I mean? It's more category. All right. So, anyways, man, if it was buy box, if it was a category, I think you should go with the most category that your product sells in. So at least you have a higher percentage of page relevancy. You have more. Amazon says, hey, there's a kitchen item in a home and kitchen. Okay, that's relative. Then I can match that with the PPC campaign or whatever keywords that you have in your listing. So that's a better match. A lot of people, yes, manipulate the system. If they have a lot of sales, they go in a subcategory or another category that's less product of the same product in it. So just they can get the Amazon badge or whatever they need. So that's if it's category. But for niches, man, it doesn't cannot help.
Because he mentioned the buy box, I believe that what he's saying, he wants to go under a different listing that he's selling a similar product that the one he has, but he's listing in a different category. I believe that's what he meant.
So he wants to be a hijacker.
Yes, I didn't want to say it, but there you go, man. Always so direct as always, like boom.
Yeah. We do not recommend this, and we're not gonna comment on this. It's against TOS. And I would hate it if someone hijack you. So don't do it to others, man, unless it's RA or another brand. Continue. Oh, I'm sorry, it just went away. All right. So we have a question that says, Rafael, to be continued. As a bundle, I think I can get it more popular if I keyword it and optimize the new listing. I also think launch reviews will help me. So he's talking about the last one, guys.
Rafael, is this Rafael Hernandez?
Catanaya. I think that's, you know what? It's an Italian to Italian. Let the Italian answer it.
All right, answer it.
Let me read the question first. As a bundle, I think I can get it more popular. But I keyword it and optimize the new listing. I also think launch reviews will help me. So I think he's talking about a product he wanted to bundle before creating the new listing with 3 different products. You can get it more popular. Yeah, I mean, if you target all the main keywords for those 3 products, you might be able to get more traffic. You need to see how very relevant that traffic will be, because people looking for a USB pen, they don't want to buy a bundle. People looking for a electric surge, they don't want to buy. They don't want to pay higher price to get a USB pen or whatever was their part. So that's why I'm saying, make sure when you create a bundle that actually makes sense and there's a market for it. Like it actually solves a need for somebody. Don't just bundle things together that you need to sell at a higher price and people don't really need all the stuff together. So before looking at keywords, before looking at all of these, make sure there's a real need for that type of combination or bundle, so you can make sales. That was my point, and I still believe in that. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
You're awesome, Danilo. You know what? This is something I think you touched it very good. I think I got in this 2 weeks the same question, and it's all the same. Someone wants to sell a laptop, and there's like, oh, I'm gonna put a mouse so I can get all the keywords of the mouse. So I was like, do not target the mouse because the mouse is actually $3 and your laptop is 500. So if you want to get keywords for someone to buy a mouse and then they see a laptop, I'm not buying a laptop for 500 to get a mouse for $3. You know what I mean? So make it relative. Maybe okay, you know what? If I pay maybe $2 extra, I'm able to get this product. Am I correct?
Yes, exactly. And the way I like to bundle things is always you always want to target the main product in that bundle and then add the two add-ons and give them the perception that those are actually add-ons. They're not like you're not paying for them. They are free gifts. You know what I mean? But you're still selling the electric surge, for example. Plus, I give you two small items for free. You know, they're not like a bundle. So don't put like main products together and you confuse people. They don't know where to buy. Or they don't want to spend the money because they don't need both at the same time or three products at the same time. That's the only thing you need to be careful.
That's exactly what happened to me with my first product. I went bundle, and then I was trying to target two different products at the same time, and that creates a mess. You need to focus on one product. The bundle, the add-ons needs to be cheap. Yes, convenient. It needs to create convenience, value, but at the same time, it needs to be cheap. You know, it's a hard combination to get together, but it is what it is. Don't over bundle, and don't go too cheap either. So,
yeah, this is yeah, awesome. Listen to them, guys. It's really important because yeah, everyone would start things the same way, but yeah, it's gonna hurt you. Yvonne says the tracking product in Amazon, eliminating competitors with a very generic keywords. Should I eliminate all the competitor which does not look like my product? I will affect my demand.
But I'll try to catch the question because okay, I got it. Sorry.
Yeah, but you don't eliminate. Look, when you put the keywords, it has to be relative. So if you ask any keyword that you have, when you put it in, you should the results of this keyword. You should have your product. It doesn't matter if you have differentiation. So these are still your competition, still your market, unless the ones that completely look different. So for example, if it's remote control, instead it showed you a screen, then the screen you can eliminate. But if it's the same product, just because different color, different differentiating, no, it still is your market. So I would keep that. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by generic keywords, honestly.
I think I got the question the right way, but then she says, with a very generic keyword, should I eliminate all the competitors which does not look like my product? So I'm thinking maybe when all these competitors come up, for example, she's selling a coffee mug and she has a coffee filter that comes up because that keyword was related to the word coffee, so the coffee filter shows up. So in that case, I would eliminate the coffee filter because it's not a coffee mug. Mm-hmm. So if that's the question, but I'm not sure. So we gave you two different answers. So let us know if we got it right because I gave an answer. I read the question in maybe a different way. I'm not sure if that's the right way. So
let's wait for David. Let's get the third answer.
Some of us will get it right.
And that's the power of immigration. Each one understands it differently.
I think that he'll get it right now.
This is awesome. Okay, guys. So I hope that answered your question. Yeah, RCA actually. Yeah, listen to Amanda. RCA is a big brand. It's a trademark, man. Rafael, can you write down the name of the program? You said something like pot. Oh, I'm really not sure what you were saying, brother. I guess, do you get that? Rafael says, can you write down the name of the program? You said something like pot. I'm not sure.
You were talking about the review program for it. What was it? The review.
I didn't mention a name. I just said Google, Amazon review extension. You should be able to find one. Mano says, yes, it's C shipping, custom and duty, all taken care of. That's good. When I Google it, says this definition of shipping mark: an identifying word, number, or simple place on freight designation. I'm really not sure. I think you need the shipping plans. Look, I watched the video where we for the lunch, and see how you create your shipping plan, and that's all what you need. There's nothing else more than it. We'll be shipping a lot of products. I never heard of shipping marking.
Got- because he's doing the shipping, maybe there's some paperwork that they need. I'm not sure, but because when I do the shipping, I mean the agent takes care of all that for me. I don't want to deal with all those paperwork and the documentation. It's a pain. It's a pain in the apple. So
Yes, just go with someone who knows what's going on, man. Don't get yourself into the stuff. We don't recommend it anyways. Pay the few extra bucks, and you should be at least happy camper. You don't want to get stuck in customs, and trust me, you're gonna be paying a fee every day. How do you use Amazon for online arbitrage? We do not use it for retail arbitrage or online arbitrage. It's very hard to find it. So yeah, lol is too funny. Okay, Steve, my first product is from GOD suggested niche. So I think I will order more products now.
that's, so that's the guy that said he has 550 units.
I'm sorry, what are you saying, brother?
He's the same guy that have 50 units.
Yes. The one who has 3 variation with 50.
The fact that this is just one product doesn't mean anything. I mean, just one that give you suggestions and then you beat the product. So that means anything. So if you didn't, I mean, I can give you a product right now. If you go and buy exactly the same product that I'm giving you and do no differentiation at all, and then try to sell in Amazon, most likely you're gonna fail. So it's not about the idea that we give you; it's about what you do to make your product better and different.
Yeah, I mean, there's special situations, honestly. So there is a product, if you know how to search a product very well with very low competition, with something that just starting off, I think you might be able to pull it off. But other than this, for the nowadays, if you're really in the early stages of knowing how to find products, is very hard. Amanda says, I have found a potential product to bundle with my main product, but on doing research, I cannot find it on Alibaba or DHgate. Is there anywhere else to look for manufacturers?
Well, when you come up, Danilo, you want to take this one, bro?
No, I mean, what I was gonna say is that there are like other ways you can find products, but usually if you don't find them on Alibaba or DHgate, try to understand why. I mean, is it something like very specific? It's weird that you don't find this product on Alibaba or DHgate. If you don't find them, you won't find them on AliExpress. You won't find them any other place, I believe. So, yeah, Papa, go ahead. I mean, I don't know if you wanted to add something else.
Want to give you an idea. If you're looking for a product and the product is made of plastic, or just look for something similar in some way, and it's made of the same material, in some way is similar to the product that you're looking for, contact the supplier and then ask them if they can build that product for you. Send them the samples and they will tell you, let you know. But as Danilo said, it's very weird when you don't find the product on Alibaba or DHgate or any of those websites.
Make sure you target the right keyword also on Alibaba when you look for products. Because sometimes, like, it makes like the night and day difference. Like, you search for a combination of keyword, and nothing shows up, and then you just change one keyword, and then boom, you found the actual market on Alibaba. Be careful with keywords also on Alibaba when you're looking for products.
Yeah. And also make sure that if it's not made in the US, there's some product made in the US that may be manufactured locally. So if you have one or two, maybe yes. If you have a lot, you should be able to find it. And the other place actually you can guys look into, don't think about Alibaba as only Chinese supplier. Alibaba, there's Alibaba India, Alibaba Vietnam, and these also another resources you can choose. And if you want to use something in the state, use thomasnet.com. And this actually is going to find you a wholesaler and manufacturer who specialize into a special anything field that you have. As David said, if you have a product in plastic, find a plastic manufacturer who has the molds, who has ever the capability to produce something. Don't shy away from the US. I don't have it, but I know people who does made in the US actually have a better chance of getting a higher price and very customized product.
Chinese can copy pretty much anything. You just gotta tell them, get the money there, and they're gonna. You take your mom there, they're gonna make your. It's just gonna.
I'll tell you a story. Actually, when I was in Kuwait, my father telling me about one of his friends. He's really he gets product from China in containers, And he has this product which is crystal glass. He was like, I want to make knockoffs. He did. He went to China, give them the box, beautiful, done. He received the container, and he finds in the container the glass has one scratch in it. He was like, what's this scratch? He was like, no, because the sample that you sent us had a scratch, so we copied exactly what it is. So you see, a scratch in it will give you the scratch, no problem.
Crazy, man.
He told me that, I started laughing. I was like, oh my God. He was like, I thought they were joking. It's like, no, they take really, that's why if you send them stuff, guys, make sure that you send them a lot of pictures of the product that you need, all the information. Just start to explain to 5-year-old. And I'm saying that not because they're very smart people, just to make sure that you get the product that you need. Exactly, especially when doing customization.
But these confirms that they're the best at copying stuff. Like nobody.
I mean, think about all this big bags and Rolex and watches that counterfeit. They actually make them now. They tell you with the counterfeit much better than the Louis Vuitton itself. Louis Vuitton has, for example, a history, has a story behind it. But these people really copy everything good. So yeah, this is awesome.
Let me tell you a little something. Like I'm talking about like 10, 15 years ago. Like I was, right after high school, and I was looking to sell on eBay. I was selling already on eBay, and I was selling like counterfeit products from China. Right? So, guys, excuse me, I was super young. So basically, I found out that these companies in China, the ones that they make products for, the big brands, are actually the same ones that also sell on the second market. So my products were actually original, but I was paying them for like no money basically compared to the other, to the original one. And so the same companies, they actually give to the right market and to the black market. Okay, so you get the exact same quality. And then, okay, don't let me go on. But yeah,
then we'll meet up after this and we'll talk about it.
But it was like, I'm telling you, it was like 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah, I did that in 5 years ago, actually. I was thinking to see what's up. But my mother-in-law, she thought we're going to get arrested and the cops is going to come and take us.
Was something similar happened to me with the website. We create this website. And I mean, all of a sudden, we got about 3 million people visiting every month. 3 million people. Brothers, I honestly, I didn't know that was illegal. And one day, I saw this article, and this guy went to jail. And then he got the exact same website that I did. I didn't sleep for a week. We just closed the website. It was tough, and we're making a lot of money, but you don't know, man.
Yeah, that's why you do it in a remote country, man. You do it in somewhere else, no rules.
All right, guys, don't do what we did, okay? So,
yeah. Anyways, we're not encouraging any bad activities, but we did them because we didn't know. But now we know.
When you join, you can't do make.
Yeah,
I was in high school.
All right, so now let's go. We just established when you have no brain when you're young, you're not going to have a very correct decisions. So, hey, learn from our mistakes, I guess. I'm in a build stage, and the biggest problem with the product that I want to address is that people say it's cheap and breaks easily. It's made out of plastic and has a small motor. Any advice on how to fix it?
Well, I need to catch up on the plan. I'm trying to find it because when I really understand, if I don't read it, I get lost. So give me a second.
So he has a product people say is very cheap, and that's the bad reviews. It's very cheap and breaks easily, and it's made out of plastic. So he wants to make sure how he can improve on it.
And we're actually going to talk about that on the Miami conference. Just by reading reviews, learning from the market, what people are saying, what's going on. I mean, why the plastic is breaking so that easily. Because you got plastic, cheap plastic, and then you got strong plastic. So maybe you just need to make the plastic a sticker. I don't know. I mean, you just need to learn before anything else, guys. That's what we keep repeating the same. You need to learn from your market before building your product. Build based on the necessity of your buyers and the weaknesses of your competitors. So that's how you improve your product. Got to think about it. Danilo is a genius about that. I mean, he take a notebook, he take a pen, and then he start drawing. I mean, based on what he's reading, based on what his mind is telling him, and that's why he creates such amazing products. So that would be the way to go. I don't know what you guys would think about that.
Thank you, man. No, I just wanted to add, maybe, in this case, like, since the plastic is very weak, you could try to find other manufacturing companies and ask them to use a different type of plastic. It's called PC high impact plastic. And that will help you, improving the quality of the actual product. It will cost you more money. Yes, of course, maybe it will cost you more money up front because you're actually improving the actual product. But most likely you'll also be able to get a better price per unit later because you're actually, manufacturing a product at that point. But otherwise, if you don't want to go this route, try to find other ways to fix that very problem. Maybe this part has, some type of let's see, says that is weak right here. It's cheaper, breaks easily. I mean, around if the product is still selling, even though it's weak and you still have a lot of sales, add more value, and overcome that issue. If the market is good, if you're still making sales with this issue. But yeah, I will go these two ways.
I would add also one thing: order your competition's product, get it in your hand, see what it is, and be able to have communication with the manufacturer, be able to see what you have in your hand. I think this is one thing that I started learning to do. Order my competitor's product, get it in, see what kind of packaging, see what kind of product material they have, what kind of insert, what kind of email campaign that I'm going to get from them. This is how you're going to get a lot of stuff, guys. I know it's hectic if you do it and then return the product. Maybe not a good idea, but buy a few of them, count them as expense, and see what they're doing in your market.
Yeah.
What shipping code do you get from supplier? Always door to door. As we always say, DDP all the way. Mary Hood says, I want to bundle silver bracelet and a jewelry cleaner together under silver bracelet listing, not a new listing because it have reviews under existing one. Is bundling require a new listing? Nope. If you improve it and it's the same product, it is, but you're just adding something to it, you should use the same listing. You'll have no issues. I actually in the past changed a product completely from plastic to metal and I still use the same one. But make sure that you really emphasize that in your title and your bullet points to make sure that's a new and improved product or have an add-on. In my case, I had to do it because it's two different material. But for you, just put a free item or a bundle next to it.
You just skipped the question from let me see, was it like Krish Mott, but the previous question?
Oh yeah, sorry. So you never ship product to your home, then how do you know your supplier is back in the way you want? I don't think you will know what way you want. Most likely it's about let the inspection company, they go ahead and check it. Hopefully you trust the inspection company will tell you how big is the master carton, how thick is the carton for the master cartons, how thick is the cardboard. If there's any damages or anything, they go through them. I think they do a better job than us. And you'll have more control because you didn't pay your 70% yet until you get that report. So I always recommend it. It's only $100 to $150 usually for inspection. I think it's cover the cost of you getting at home and from home sending it to Amazon. This is what I recommend.
Yeah, in my experience, I like for this very question, then how do you know your supplier is packing the way you want? I literally, I got the products here. Okay, I got the sample of the packaging. I got the main product, the add-ons and everything. I made a video while I was packing my product. And then I sent the video to the supplier. I said, hey man, that's how you have to do it. That's it. You cannot go wrong. So I shot a video, open the box, create a box, put the product inside, put the PVC stand inside, this and that, close it. That's it. Now you all need to copy. You can't go wrong. You can go this way, and I would say also leverage a lot pictures and videos. Even if you don't want to send them a video, but leverage that a lot. Today with the manufacturing companies that I've been working with over a year, I still want from them each time before the shipping them to send me at least 10, 15 pictures of each one of the box with the products inside and each one of the cartons with how many units inside. Because I want to see those products before the shipping. I want to see the label on the box. So use a lot of pictures and videos, just to make sure that it's like you're seeing what they're doing, right? So ask them to send you all this stuff, and it's gonna help, be more, to feel, safer, because you see exactly what they're doing. Because at the end of the day, if you send the inspection agent to this company, that's exactly what they're gonna do. So you can actually ask the supplier, look, I'm not gonna send an inspection agent, but I need you to give me 20 pictures and 3 videos, like demand. You want these? I want the video that you show me the packaging, the video that you show me the parts in the box, and the pictures of the labels and cartons and everything. They will do it for you, because they don't like, to have inspection agents in the company. So they are willing to do that for you if you demand, if you want that, because, you're paying them money. So I would say really, use pictures and videos. It helps a lot.
I still don't know how many order of each color. Thoughts, man. Usually we always recommend 200 to 300 to 500 units for each product, but since you have variation, I think the main color, the most sold one, you can order 300 to 500, and then the other variation you can add 100 or 150 each, just to be able to test them. Since when you have your listing showing up, you're just going to show up the most popular one anyways, or one with the most sales. So that's what you recommend. But if you want to test, I don't think 17 unit each, it's enough. That's what I think, guys. So I don't know if you agree or not. 300 to 500, that's what I would recommend all my clients. So I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, brother.
Now Jonathan says, haha, let me help you out to clear it up. If that get out of hand, no, not the hijacker. I mean exactly what that's what I meant. We're just joking here. Chase says, I am only the beginner stage, but I am curious as to when should I set up my Seller Center account. I'm gonna, as soon as you can, brother, do it, and make sure you do it professional, just to you be able to get used to the platform, and also you won't have any issues once you get your product. I know it's $39.99 for each month, but hopefully that will push you to ship a product faster in and be able to use it. I just want this one, guys, right away, just because I want to take the other questions. We're running out of time. Okay, there's another question, guys. Hey, is it okay to trademark or have a brand as something Southwest or something Northwest? I think this is simple, but I thought there was a video that advised against it, just couldn't find it.
I would say more than the actual type of name that you want to trademark, just understand first which you want to be on Amazon. If you want to go broad, if you want to go deep, if you want to go sell across multiple categories, you need a brand name that goes along, that it's good for, it's general, so they can go for different categories. If you want to dominate a niche, a subcategory, come up with a brand name that makes more sense and it's more geared towards that subcategory. And then trademark. It's not really about Northeast or Southeast, just, like if you want Northeast and Southeast, I think it's something like more a company name, I would say. I wouldn't call like a product line, something Northeast or Southeast. I mean, that's my thinking right now. So I think I see these as more as a company name, and then you don't want to trademark a company name. You want to trademark a brand name. So figure out first what is it you want to sell and how you're going to sell on Amazon, and then act after you figure it out.
Brand name, you guys keep it simple, sure. Something that people can easily remember, something that don't take too much space. So remember, you're gonna be using your title you're gonna be using your brand name on your title as well. So keep it simple. Yeah, that's my advice. So many combinations that you can trust me.
Do you tell them to put the thing in the title, the brand name?
Your brand name.
That's where we fight. No, I don't. I mean, I always advise at the end of it, not the front of it, guys. If you're not a well-known brand,
we have been fighting about. I mean, I think it's a must. In my opinion, it's a must to using on the title. I mean, we have been fighting about using it at the beginning or using it at the end. Seth, he liked using it at the end. I don't have the both of them. So I mean, to be honest, I don't know. Today I was talking to Danilo about it, and I didn't know that was part of the. Danilo, what was exactly what you told me today?
Yeah, I mean, if you download the Amazon guidelines of each category, they tell you to put the title in capital letters at the very beginning of the title, and it has to be capital at the beginning. That's what they ask you to do. But you need to be smart, because if you have a brand name that is like 3 words, 4 words, you're gonna put that at the beginning. It's too much. So in that case, come up with a shorter type of brand name, and you can still put that at the beginning. Do what Amazon say to do, and still do some brand recognition. and that helps also with the way you look at the title and the listing. It's good to have a shorter brand name. If you have like 3-4 words brand name, wait a second, you need to put keywords. So you cannot go that crazy. You know what I mean? So you need to be smart about that. I always like to put the brand name at the beginning. Of the title. I believe the title looks different. It gives a brand recognition that for me it's very important. But my brand name, it's like a few letters. So it occupies a very short space. And right after that, I put the very main keyword, and that's still the very beginning of the title. So 5-6 characters won't change nothing, So need to be smart about that. But again, the main thing is you have a very long brand name. Don't put that very brand name at the beginning, because you will be using some good space, important space for relevant keywords that you want to put at the beginning of the title. So if you have a long brand name, again, try to make a shorter version and put that at the beginning.
This is where I defer, but everyone has his own ways, guys. Me, I like to use it then just because of the keywords indexing and keyword ranking. But yeah, he's right. Also, a lot of people say is put in the beginning because you can keep out the hijackers when they see the brand name is already there. But if you have a product that's really in competitive niche and you want to use all the title, the 200 characters or 150 to 450 to 200 characters, it's really So for me, no, I wouldn't use it unless I really have enough space. So I believe Rafael says wants to bundle RA. They are big brand name. I will just make sure that I am ungated in each brand before I bundle them, because if you can advertise them and you're ungated in them as a brand gated, I think you will get in trouble. So I wouldn't do it unless someone already created the bundle before you and you were able to sell underneath it. Yes, but I still don't recommend it. Jonathan Hood says it's a product that can be used for complete different niche, but is used for a lot of different things, but it's not the niche. Yes, I mean niche, that's what I'm looking at. Guys, he's talking about the so he's talking about a niche. So basically he's talking, if you have a rubber band, you can use it for your head or for your hair, or you can use it for putting some wood together. So 2 different niches.
Oh, got it.
Sorry. Like in this case, I really need to see the actual product.
Yeah, it's very hard.
I don't know what to say. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, but in this, I don't know. Like,
even when you presented the product in different ways, you're using exactly the same packaging, exactly the same product. So I believe that that's against Amazon TOS, unless that you just I don't know, change the packages. I don't know. I mean, this is a tough one.
Yeah, I mean,
because I cannot really imagine the actual situation. But if I see that, most likely I will know. I will give you my suggestion, but it's hard for me right now.
You know what? I think you can test it. I think you can test it. So if you create a listing with different keywords that targeting one niche, and use another listing that targeting this niche that you're looking into, you'll be able to get some kind of data from that. You'll be able to say, you know what, this product is doing better at this or doing better at this. It's all about keywords manipulation now, because you have the same product but different rebranding the product itself. So that might require you a lot of advertising and convincing if nobody else did it. What do you think, guys? I think
my question here is, if the product itself, you don't have to change anything to use it for the head or the legs or whatever you use it. So why just don't present your listing and target those markets through the same listing by running PPC ads and working with those keywords on your listing? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, why you're not getting the sales? Like, he's talking about the niche that he wants to target has a huge search volume, but I don't think for the specific product in it.
No, for this is not the same product. It's also.
He says the same product, yeah, but different niches. He just want to use it for multiple niche. Like, you know what? I know what he's talking about, I think, guys. You know, like the what's called that? Marshmallow sticks. All right, marshmallow sticks is made for marshmallow, right? You want to roast your marshmallows, blah blah blah. They found out that actually marshmallow sticks, they're used for plants. So now there's another niche that they can use this sticks for. But I think he's losing a big market where actually he can get sales, and adding the plant next to it as a keyword that nobody else is targeting. Then he will be able to get some sales from that market that nobody is actually mentioned in their listing. So he'll be able to show up more. I think I would do that instead.
In this case, if that's the case, I will still, that would be great, because I will still use the same supplier. I will just create 2 different listings, because what happens if you attack the market of you say they use for the plants, right? For example, the marshmallow sticks in the plants. Okay, now you go to the plants market and they see marshmallow sticks. Like, what do you want? You're selling sticks for marshmallows and not for the plants. So that market will look at your listing and be like, that's not what I want. I'm looking for garden sticks, whatever it's called, for example. So the title, the name, the way you name the product, it really identifies what you're selling to your customers. And even if it's the same product, the customer will say, hey, that's not what I need, because they will see that it's a different title, different name. And so I would say in this case, if you have a supplier that can give you, guys, I'm coming back.
That's okay.
Have faith. So if I have a supplier that can give me that product, I would just create 2 listings and attack 2 different markets. If I'm getting the question right.
Yeah. Split tested, that's what you're going to go. That's why I said create 2 listings, see what's up. And then if you don't find it performing, maybe you can add them, both of them, and see what's up, right or not? It's a lot of split testing is going to happen here.
It is, bro. It is 10 o'clock already.
Oh, we're still late. We have 5 more minutes. I mean, you're going to talk a lot in Florida. You cannot even handle other extra 5 minutes. Huh? Get used to it. So we'll take two more. We'll take 2 more questions, guys, and then we will be gone. Hi, coaches. They just opened up for me. Unclear on qualifying the sales per day for my tracking product. I'm looking in a product 1 of Amazon, Amazal, or a combo of multiple sites. They different. I'm not sure. Every software is going to have its own numbers and sales. So you need to stick to one and stick to the same one and keep going with it. And you'll be able to get the sales on average in this specific specific software. The same thing with Jungle Scout, Viral Launch. The both of them can give you different thing, but if you stick to one and be able to go through it, you'll be able to get used to it. It's all going to be relative information. And then, so if using Amazal, I would use Amazal, Google Trend, and everything that comes with it, and all about the keyword search volume. Make sure that you get a good one, even if it's not accurate, but you just want to see what the market is about. I'm going to take a question from someone who we didn't answer, guys. So I'm going to skip some of the people who already asked questions. I'm going to take George says, Chinese supply. No, we have it. Okay. Chase53, please repeat the US website again. thomasnet.com. THOMASNET.com. Hopefully I spelled it right, but that's the one. One more question, then we're gone, guys. All right, so you know what, I think we're done, guys. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this Q&A session. I hope we answered all your questions. Don't forget to support our Floridian, I don't know how they say them, Floridian people who have a nice summit coming up. Show your support. I'm pretty sure you're going to get a lot of golden nuggets. So guys, any last thoughts? And you want to a little bit elaborate on Florida's summit, please?
Yeah, guys, we will be there on this Saturday. We will be having 2 mastermind classes with 10 people each in the morning. So basically sitting at a table set, David and I, and answering questions live. And then I think it's like 1 or 1:30, David. We will start with the actual summit. It will last for 1 hour and a half. And, we'll be live, and we will be teaching a lot of good stuff. And then, we'll be answering a lot of questions live. So if you guys are in the area, you guys are in Florida, you want to come see us and meet us in person, it will be great. We're really looking forward to do that. So come join us, and we'll have some good time together.
For sure. Looking forward to that, man. It's going to be awesome.
All right, guys. Take care. Have a good night. See you next Wednesday, and have yourself a blessed night. Take care.
Thank you, guys. Good night. Bye.